M-I-C-K-E-Y-M-O-U-S-E. Mickey Mouse. Mickey Mouse. M-I-C-K-E-Y-M-O-U-S-E. What's up, guys? It is Saturday, May 25th, 2024. We're at the Bitcoin block height of 845,118. The Bitcoin price today is 69,120. And the Satoshis today for $1 is 1,447. So you can get 1,447 Satoshis for $1. Wow, guys. Welcome back to another episode of Satoshi Saturday, episode number 16, sweet 16, I believe. And we are still in Orlando, Florida. I am in the center of Disney World. I'm at the, I guess the Animal Kingdom or whatever. And guys, it is hot. We have family t-shirts that we're wearing, and I had to take mine off because it is hot. This heat is hitting me different here in Orlando, Florida. You guys know I'm from Las Vegas, so it's dry heat, but there's nothing dry here, guys. Let me show you this real quick. Family's over there waiting on the festival of the Lion King. We're gonna hit all the parks today. Pretty beautiful. Pretty beautiful. And I don't know if you guys remember or seen when there are a championship team, whether it's football, mostly football. It's football, yeah. And the I think basketball does it too. And the football quarterback, when he wins the MVP, they ask him, "You're the MVP of the Super Bowl. You won the world championship. What are you gonna do next?" "I'm going to Disney World." Right? That's what I feel like right now, man. I feel like I'm here celebrating. I am celebrating the absolute championship. I feel like I won because we're going to be looking back at this, guys, and this is a once in a not a lifetime, not every 100 years, not in a generation. This is a once in a species opportunity right now, between now and the year 2034, November 2034 to be exact, when all the 99% of all Satoshis will be mined, and we're down to the last 1% of the 2.1 quadrillion that'll be left. This is the gold rush, guys. This is the gold rush. And as you can see from the title, can you save your way to be rich? Now, I have to say, I have to eat a little bit of crow here because I used to be somewhat of a financial analyst slash personal financial advisor to people when I was in the fiat currency traditional finance world, right? And I used to tell people all the time, you can't save your way to be rich, right? You can't cut coupons to be rich. You can't try to make savings here and not go out to the movies and not drink your latte and all this other stuff. Yeah, you can save some money doing that, but you're not going to save your way to be rich. Can you save extra income that you're not spending on bull crap when you're cutting your cable and getting rid of things that you don't want? Sure, you can do that, but you cannot and will not, back then I used to say, save your way to be rich. I'm talking about rich and wealthy. I'm talking about people that are living in big mansions and living the high life, right? You can't do that. Well, now that I'm in a different world, I'm not in the fiat world, even though I live in it and I have to transact in the fiat world and everything else, because I do. Now that I'm into saving outside the financial system, I spend in finance, the traditional finance, meaning I make cuck bucks, I spend cuck bucks, and then I turn those cuck bucks in my savings into Satoshis. That's what I save. So now I have to flip that on its head and say, can I now that I'm into the Satoshis world, can I save myself to be rich? And yes, I can, and so can you, and you will, right? As long as you hold and don't sell. Don't sell your Satoshis, man, to Fidelity or BlackRock or any of these big companies that are coming, because trust me, they're not going to sell theirs. If you're in an ETF, or people that are in the ETFs, when you go to quote unquote cash out of your ETF, they're not going to give you Bitcoin or Satoshis. They're going to give you cash. They'll gladly give it to you, because we are dealing with a finite money that this world has never seen, man. It's like an alien technology. If you study it, know it, and understand it, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. And so when I ask people, what are you saving in? They'll tell me traditional finance. They'll tell me, you know, stocks, bonds, real estate. That's almost there. You know, real estate is definitely scarce, a scarce asset. Stocks are not scarce because you can just split as many stocks as you can. It's just a company. And are they going to be around in 100 years? See, those who think out the longest, men and women, think out generations to come, you will win, right? If you're just thinking about your life and you're thinking, oh, when I'm in 10 years, I'm going to cash out and sell, you're not doing the right thing. And I'm not saying you can't take advantage of your Satoshis, and I'll talk about that in other videos about how you can borrow against it and stuff like that. I'm not saying you can't do that, but never, ever sell your Satoshis if you know, right? If you study, like I said, if you know. So can you save your way to be rich? Absolutely. I said at the top of this video what the price of Bitcoin is. It's 69,000 plus, right? You still can get, I don't care if it's 70,000, 71,000. It's just all pennies on pennies on pennies on the dollar. You can get 1,447 Satoshis for $1. I think somebody just called me. Okay, hold on. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. They're trying to get me to go on a ride. I thought it was going to be in an hour, sorry. So, you still can get 1,447 Satoshis for $1. Now, guys, the question that I asked, now if you're watching this on the playlist, go back and watch my video I did a couple of days ago about getting to 1 million Satoshis and asking yourself how many or what percentage of the money supply do you own, right? If you have $1 million right now, and I asked this the other day, again, what supply or what percent of the money supply do you own of all the US dollars if somebody gives you $1 million? I don't know that, but here's what I do know. That every second of the day, and look at the US debt clock if you don't believe me, every second of the day, they are debasing and devaluing your currency by printing more and more and more dollars. So yeah, you have $1 million. Sure, that's a lot of money, but they're printing it every single day. Bitcoin, Satoshis are the antithesis. I always mess that word up. Of that, we know exactly how many Bitcoin or Satoshis have been mined every 10 minutes, every day, every month, every year. It's already done. And then we're going to know not only what happened in the past, but we know what's going to go on right now in the next 10 minutes. And then we're going to know what's going on in the long-term future. Not only is it not inflationary, meaning your Satoshis are not going to lose purchasing power, but it's deflationary, meaning it'll go the other way and it'll increase in purchasing power. Because again, you can literally say, what percent of the money supply do I own if I have 1 million Satoshis today, right? Which is about 690 bucks, 691 bucks or something like that. You know, 692, 93, depends on the fees. Right now you can buy 1 million Satoshis. Then you can take that, do the math on the 2.1 quadrillion that are out there total forever, but we know there's way less than that because people are not selling. People have lost things and lost Satoshis and stuff like that. And you can literally say, well, not only is my Satoshis finite and scarce, finality of supply in the supply issuance, but it's also deflationary and it's far less Satoshis than I think it is Satoshis than I think it is compared to the actual supply of Satoshis. Because again, your $1 million, your US dollars, will be nothing in comparison. And this is going to sound crazy when I say this. Your 1 million US dollars today is going to be nothing in comparison to $1 million, 1 million Satoshis here in the next 20 to 30 years. Okay, I'm just telling you that because two things I know for a fact. One is they're going to keep printing money. The United States of America and every other country, depending on what country you're in and what rate they're going to print the money at, they're going to print money. It's just as simple as that. That's one thing I know. And two things I know is I know the supply issuance of Satoshis. It's written in code. It's written in stone. Nothing's going to change about that. Nothing. So if you know those two things for a fact, and you know more dollars are being printed and less Satoshis are being printed every 4 years, because remember we're at 3.125 every 10 minutes right now, or 300 300,125,000 Satoshis, 3.125 Bitcoin every 10 minutes. But then in the next year, it's going to be 1.56 or something like that Bitcoin, which is only 156 million Satoshis every 10 minutes. And then after that, after the next 4 years, it's going to be even less, half of that, like 0.8 or whatever it is. Bitcoin. Guys, you got to know the math. You got to know where you're at. You got to know this incredible, scarce, finite situation you're in. So again, I have to eat crow. I told everybody for years that you can't save your way to be rich. I was wrong about that. I was absolutely wrong. My wife's coming. Jesus. Anyways, they want me to go on this ride. So listen, guys, let me end it like this. Yes, you can save your way to be rich. Do what you got to do today, so you don't have to work for those same Satoshis tomorrow. Keep your head up. Celebrate. Today I'm celebrating. I'm in Disney World. I'm celebrating. All right? So make sure you work harder for you than you do at your job. Okay? And remember, guys, stack Satoshis today so you don't have to work for those same Satoshis tomorrow. I love each and every one of you, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace and love, guys.